Finally, you found this. Don't skip this. Do not scroll past as if it were an ordinary whisper on a busy day. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married, and you must listen. Stay till the end, my beloved child, for what I carry to you now is not small. Something huge is waiting for you. Hear the cadence of the heavens as they lean close like wind through a temple, like the hush before a choir begins. God says the time of your unveiling is at hand. Don't skip. Stay till the end, my chosen one. I speak to you now as one who guards thresholds and carries swords of truth, but I speak softer than you might expect. I place my voice beside your heart and say, do not be afraid. The world has taught you loudness. Heaven teaches you resonance. Your life has been a string stretched taut across storms and sunlight, and now the hand that plucks is gentle and precise. Something huge is waiting for you. Don't skip. This is your confirmation. Listen, there is a marriage, not only between angel and angel, not only between destiny and duty, but a covenant that touches the very root of your days. The heavens are aligning like stars being placed back into a pattern they always remembered. I am getting married, and in this sacred joining, the universe shifts. It shifts so that the small doors that stayed locked in your life begin to open. Stay till the end. The cadence of timing has a drumbeat that you have felt in your bones for months, perhaps years. The countdown has already begun. You have carried a quiet question in the hollow of your chest. You have wondered if your name was lost in the pages, if your prayers were whispers that disappeared into cool marble ceilings. Hear me now. Your name was written beside this promise before the first sunrise. I have read it, and I have kept it. God says, your name is not incidental. Angels have testified, and the memory of your worth is being set like gold into a crown that will sit upon your coming days. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There is a ceremony being prepared in realms you cannot yet measure. Candles burn in slow, patient light. Trumpets practice the notes they will never fully master because the sound of your liberation will be beyond their finest echo. The music is for you. I am getting married, and as I bind myself to this sacred vow, so too are strings of destiny being tied around the parts of your life that have hung loose, fluttering, and incomplete. The knot is not binding you. It is giving you shape. Something huge is waiting for you. Have you ever stood on a shoreline and watched the tide rearrange the sand? One moment the shore is familiar, the next the beach is a new map. So is the work at hand. The heavens reconfigure the contours of your days. Old debts of heart and memory are being washed and set. Doors that slammed shut in other seasons now soften on their hinges and open to light. Don't skip these sounds of preparation. Stay till the end. This voice is not a stranger. I have known the long nights you keep. I have counted your tears like constellations, and I call them by name. You will feel the change at first as a small warmth behind your sternum, a tiny ember that insists on being tended. Some will dismiss it as coincidence, some will call it a mood, but you know, deep in your marrow, that something sacred is coming. The countdown has already begun. Your days will arrange themselves around a central yes, and that yes will have your name on it. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip. Keep listening as if you were listening for a beloved's footsteps at dusk. Do not fear the word marriage if your life has been a wilderness. Marriage in the heavens speaks to union, the union of your gifts and your purpose, the marriage of your healing and your courage, the joining of your impossible hopes with means you did not know existed. This is not merely a ceremony for angels. It is a template for what will fall into place for you. God says align. Angels say prepare. This is your confirmation. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are patterns woven into you that even you forgot you wore. A resilience threaded through childhood, a compassion stitched by quiet losses, a faith whose seams were mended on the sly at midnight. These patterns are being summoned now to the great table. They will be celebrated, not hidden. I am getting married, and I call these parts forward with honor. You will be asked to stand and to receive what your soul has already practiced giving. Don't skip this summons. Attend with the breath you saved for miracles. The world will offer you many definitions of success: shiny coins, loud titles, applause that echoes for a night. Heaven offers something older, realignment. Realignment of relationships that have grown crooked, of work that has drifted from soul to ledger, of friendships that have been transactions dressed as devotion. The marriage I hold is a promise that alignment will find you in ways both subtle and unapologetic. The way you were intended to love your work will return. The way you were intended to love yourself will reappear, gentler, wiser. Stay till the end. Do not skip the quiet medicine of this truth. You must understand this. There will be tests. When change approaches, resistance tightens like vines. Old doubts will rise to test the foothold. Voices will say, "This is not for you," or "You are dreaming too large." Those are the hissed things that come to any door about to open. Crush them with gentleness. Answer them with a single phrase, "I was called." The angels witness you. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip. Hold your place in the line of prayer. This message will come with signs, small, crisp tokens of confirmation. A song that returns at the right moment. An unexpected hello from a person you almost forgot, but who arrives carrying keys. A note of intuition that writes itself across your day. When you see these things, stop and bow inward. They are not random. Your name was written beside this promise. The universe is an obedient scribe. God says, notice. Angels say, mark this hour. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You have loved in ways that felt like offering and sometimes like surrender. You have given until your hands were empty and then discovered new giving within the hollows you thought exhausted. Let that not be a grave but a seedbed. The marriage I speak of is not a taking, it is a harvest of what you planted. The fruit will be surprising in sweetness because you did not plant for taste alone. You planted for belonging. Don't skip the harvest. Gather what comes and give thanks out loud. This is your confirmation. There will be a blush moment. The climactic revelation when the prophecy you half believed becomes a visible reality. Perhaps it will come as a conversation that changes the axis of your decisions. Perhaps it will come as a letter or a sudden opportunity that cuts cleanly through months of fog. Perhaps it will be an inner clarity so bright you will remember precisely where you stood when it broke over you. I tell you plainly, prepare for a blush that flushes your life with new color. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Don't skip. You are not being asked to perform miracles. You are being asked to receive them. So many of you brace for impossibility as if to be worthy you must have earned every gift. No. Heaven delights in bestowing. The marriage I attend is lavish with grace. It is a banquet for those who have thought themselves only guests at their own table. Find a seat. That seat has your name. Your name was written beside this promise before the moon first learned its phases. Don't skip. This is your confirmation. When fear whispers that you are too far gone, remember the shepherd who leaves the 99 to fetch the one. The story repeats, you are never beyond retrieval. Angels have not misplaced you. The ceremony that is taking place in the heights sends a rope to the lowest valley. Grip it. Climb. I'm getting married, and the joy of this union is contagious. It reaches into the caves where shame lives and turns them into altars. Be brave enough to bring your brokenness as an offering. It will be transformed there. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You may wonder what role you must play in these celestial arrangements. The answer is simple and strange. Show up as yourself. There will be no disguise required, no counterfeit holiness, no borrowed language. You're invited exactly as you are, with scars, with laughter, with the small, clumsy courage you tuck into pockets. Walk forward in the honesty of your story. Angels will meet you there and rise in chorus. God says authenticity is a holy garment. Wear it, don't skip your place. Stay till the end. There will be a season of pruning. It will not be painless. Pruning is precise and sometimes tenderly severe. Relationships that drain you will fall away. Habits that smother your light will be trimmed. And priorities that disguise themselves as purpose will be excised. Do not resent the snip of the divine gardener. Every cut preserves the fruit. The marriage I speak of requires purity of soil. If your heart is a garden, prepare for the fallow. Stay till the end. The blooms are coming. You have been told to hurry many times and you have obeyed. Here, beloved, the instruction is the opposite. Wait with purpose. Waiting is not inactivity. Waiting is a sacred stewardship of trust. The countdown has already begun, and within waiting lies the formation of readiness. Like dough that must rise in quiet warmth, you are being prepared to carry the fullness that will come. Don't skip this incubation. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be witnesses who do not see the full scene and will therefore misinterpret your stillness for loss. Let them misunderstand. They are not the authors of your destiny. Your name was written beside this promise, and that fact is immutable regardless of commentary. Angels write in indelible ink. God says, be undistracted by small opinions. Keep your inner lamp trimmed. Don't skip your vigil. Stay till the end. Receive this practical instruction from a voice older than kingdoms. Keep your hands generous, protect your rest, and say no when your soul says no. You will be tempted to trade peace for popularity, rest for recognition. Bargains offered by anxious hearts are cheap and corrosive. A marriage blessed in the heavens does not require you to exhaust yourself to finance someone else's approval. Steward your rest as if it were a sacrament. It is the ground where revelation grows. Stay till the end. This is your confirmation. There will be those who try to hurry your blessing out of envy or fear. Their words will curl like smoke, seductive and hollow. Bless them and keep walking. The heavenly marriage I celebrate does not shrink to comfort jealous edges. It expands, and in the expansion there is room for mercy but also for boundaries. Keep your heart open and your threshold discerning. The angels stand with you in this work. Don't skip. Stay till the end. When the blush moment arrives, the world might not act at first as if anything shifted. That is normal. Many grand unveilings begin as private illuminations. You will carry the light first, and others will come to it gradually, as if drawn by the slow warming of a lamp. Let your life radiate the way iron warms a kitchen, slowly, steadily, without flinching from ordinary tasks. You will see the evidence, reconciliations, unexpected checks, a partnership that arrives with integrity, employment that heals rather than uses you. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the small proofs. There is a sacred humor in heaven. Creation knows how to laugh when joy is imminent. You will find yourself smiling in places you had forgotten how to smile. A song will lift its head inside you, and it will not be a song of relief, but of recognition. This marriage, though serious, is joyful. Joy is not the absence of sorrow. It is a holy light that coexists with the past and redeems it. Let your laughter be a prayer. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You ask, what will I be asked to leave behind? The answer is not an item, but an identity. You will be asked to leave behind the version of yourself that survived by making yourself small. The life you are moving toward requires you to take up a larger name, a name that carries dignity and does not apologize for belonging. This expansion asks for courage. It asks you to call forth the voice you buried when you learned to be safe. Speak now. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip. This is a time for prophetic imagination. See the life you desire with the clarity of a map drawn by your most honest self. Imagine conversations you have yet to have, as if you had already had them and learned from them. Sketch in your mind the contours of relationships that honor your soul. The heavens respond to imagination that is tethered to faith. Plant these images like seeds and water them with small faithful acts. Your imagination is a signal. Angels receive it and act. Stay till the end. This is your confirmation. You are not alone in this transition. There will be hands, human hands, that carry the practicalities. A mentor who speaks truth with tenderness. A friend who gives money without drama. A partner who treats your dreams like precious things. These are not accidents. They are angelic couriers. Open your hands to them. Say yes to support and also learn to receive. Receiving is as holy as giving. Don't skip this lesson. Stay till the end. If despair presses cold against your ribs, remember that light often arrives as a crack first. It finds the smallest fissures and enlarges them into passageways. Do not waste your breath arguing with the darkness. Rather, tend to the crack. Feed it with praise, with prayer, with small acts of faith. The marriage I herald is full of light, but the path to it may invite you through narrow halls. Move with courage. The countdown has already begun. Your name was written beside this promise. You will be tempted to measure everything by speed. Do not. The universe often takes its time to preserve the integrity of what it gives. Speed without wisdom breeds collapse. The celestial marriage is patient. It tends each detail as a jeweler tends a gem, examining, polishing, setting. There is a beauty to slow work. Embrace it. Don't skip the patient shaping. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When the great day unfolds, do not be surprised if you weep. Tears are the language of the soul when it meets its long-awaited yes. They are not signs of weakness, but of soft, holy surrender. Let them come. They will wash away the grit of survival and reveal a new skin beneath. Stand in those waters and know you are seen. God says your tears were never wasted. Angels say bring them. We will turn them into rivers of blessing. Don't skip this cleansing. This is your confirmation. A settling in your spirit, a peace that is both loud and still. It will not always make sense to observers, but it will make sense to you. You will hold evidence in your hands and wonder how it fits the years of waiting. And then you will remember the simple fact. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. I am getting married, and in the intimate hush of that joining, I send you my blessing. Go forward with courage, wear patience like armor, and receive with a child's delight. Do not barter your soul for speed. Keep a song in the morning and gratitude at night. Let mercy be your lingua franca. The marriage that moves in the heavens moves also in the dust of your days. Don't skip this blessing. Stay till the end. Now, beloved, stand and feel the ripple. It begins as a small wave and spreads until it is a tide. Lift your face. Let the light trace the outline of your destiny. Your name was written beside this promise when the first light learned to break. The countdown has already begun. This is your confirmation. Don't skip. Stay till the end if you can. Speak aloud. I am ready. Say it even if your lips tremble. The angels take that sound and file it into the ledger of the heavens. It is a small sound with enormous consequence. Speak your readiness and then prepare to act gently upon it. You are called not to frantic motion, but to faithful motion, a step, a prayer, a letter, a small obedience. These will compound. Something huge is waiting for you. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Remember these words as you move through the days. God says you are beloved. Angels affirm you are chosen. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun, and the evidence will arrive in a sequence that feels like mercy. Receive each piece with gratitude. Let your life reflect the ceremony that breathes in the heights. A life of generosity, of courage, of soft power. This is your confirmation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Now, before this voice recedes into the hush it came from, I give you a charge. Live like the marriage has already blessed you. Act as if the alignment is already working in the small choices of your day. Pay a debt, call a friend, apologize where pride sits, and forgive where bitterness has taken root. These are the gestures that widen the welcome mat for miracles. Do them not from obligation, but from the joy of participation in a story that is sacred and alive. Don't skip. Stay till the end. And finally, my beloved child, as the light of this revelation settles into your bones, know this with the certainty of dawn. You are part of a cosmic rejoicing. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married, and your life is threaded into that celebration. The heavens have conspired, and the earth will answer. Walk forward in peace. Walk forward in fierce, tender hope. This is your confirmation. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If this message found you and stirred your soul, do not keep it only to yourself. Share this message and let the ripple reach another thirsty heart. Comment your truth below and tell the world the small ways you are saying yes. Subscribe for more divine revelations and join this chorus of witnesses. The angels are listening and so am I. Share this message, comment your truth. Subscribe for more divine revelations. Do not leave now. The voice returns with a detail you have been waiting for. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There is an activation that will occur in the smallest spaces of your life, in the kitchen, in the quiet of a commute, in the pause between emails, and you will not need to conjure thunder to meet it. The heavens do not always arrive with trumpet fanfare. Often they arrive as an insistence, a steady knocking that you finally answer. When you answer, notice how ordinary things begin to bear holy signatures. A cup of coffee that tastes like forgiveness, a meeting that feels like a handoff of destiny, a child's laughter that reads like scripture. These are not coincidences. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Listen again to the tone of preparation. Soften your language to others and sharpen your words to truth. Speak kindly, but speak what is true. The angels do not decorate reality. They clarify it. You will find that as you speak truth with a gentle courage, the atmosphere around you straightens as if someone has walked into a room and hung a new picture. Relationships will align not by force, but by mutual recognition. Those who fit your future will come closer, and those who do not will find their own path. This separation will be merciful, not punitive. Don't skip this pruning. Stay till the end. There is a particular kind of patience I want you to cultivate. Patience that is active rather than passive. It is the patience of the gardener who tends the soil hour by hour, finger by finger. It is the kind of waiting that waters weeds and watches for sprouts. Practice this patience by creating small rituals, a morning phrase of gratitude, a weekly offering of time to a project, a monthly letter to someone who shaped you. These rituals align your spirit to the rhythm of heaven's work. God says, hold steady. Angels say, keep tending. This is your confirmation. You will receive confirmations in numbers, in repeated images, in phrases that return like choruses in a song. When they come, write them down. Keep a book of small confirmations as if you were collecting shells from a shore of mercy. When doubt rises, and it will, open that book and read the evidence. You are building a litany of proof, a private psalm that will shore up your faith. Your name was written beside this promise, and the record is being compiled in ink that does not fade. Don't skip this practice. Stay till the end. I speak plainly, there will be an invitation to partnership. It may not look like the myths of romance. It may be a business ally who knows how to steward your gift, or a friend who steps into accountability with grace, or a lover whose presence works like an anchor on storm nights. When such an invitation arrives, test it by two measures. Does it ask for your whole truth, and does it allow your whole truth space to breathe? If yes, accept with discernment. If no, gently decline. The marriage in the heavens respects the wisdom of boundaries. Angels say, guard the holy before you give it away. Don't skip this counsel.
Stay till the end. There will be practical blessings as well as spiritual ones.
Expect doors that once required dozens of keys to open to now unlatch with one, as if the lock remembers you and gives way. Expect deliverances that are financial, emotional, and social. God says, resources will appear not as stories of scarcity, but as sudden windows of provision. Watch for help that arrives without strings. These are the courier angels, and their packages are meant for you. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the noticing. When grief comes back like a familiar wind, do not pretend it is anything other than what it is. Grief is a guest that sits at the feet of joy and refuses to be shooed away. Invite it to the table. Let it tell its story. Give grief the grace of time and then let it go out the back door with a soft prayer. In the margins of your revival, grief will find its own healing. It will be braided into younger songs. The marriage I herald is not the erasure of sorrow, but its transformation. Stay till the end. This is your confirmation. You will be tempted to compare the beginnings of others to the middles of your own. Resist this temptation like a child resisting a tempting bitter candy. Comparison steals timing and robs joy. The universe's clock is not a single dial. It is many hands moving in ways you cannot always see from where you stand. Your measure will arrive in its own way and in its own season. Keep your vision on the path beneath your feet. Don't skip your step. Stay till the end. There will be a moment when you must choose courage over comfort. That moment may demand a conversation that scares you, a relocation that unsettles your schedule, or a leap into work that requires you to be seen. Choose courage. Courage is a muscle that grows when used. The angels will be your trainers, but you must lift. Act on the nudges that align with truth. These small acts of bravery compound into destiny. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the lift. You will find allies in unexpected corners, an elderly neighbor with wisdom, a child with blunt truth, a stranger whose timing is uncanny. Receive these alliances as sacred. They are the daily angels who assist the larger blessing. When an ally appears, honor them. Speak blessing over their days, and the favor you show will return as multiplication. God says reciprocity is holy. Angels say multiply kindness. This is your confirmation. Do not be surprised if the old narratives around you resist the new. Habits, cultures, families, and even certain spiritual traditions may try to fit you back into a mold because it is comfortable for them. Meet them with patience and clear boundaries. Love them, but do not let their nostalgia shape your fate. Your destiny is not a rerun. It is an original composition waiting to be performed. Stay till the end. Don't skip the score. There will be an initiation, a symbolic threshold you will cross that marks the public recognition of the private work that has been done. It could be small, a meeting scheduled, a handshake, a signature, or large, a stage, an announcement, a blessing offered in community. When that threshold opens, walk through it with humility and gratitude. Let the public celebration be an echo of what you already hold privately. Let the joy that rises be a testimony to quiet faithfulness. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the procession. I ask you now to take a breath and name one thing you are willing to release. Say it aloud. The anger you clutch, the dream you have been hiding, the apology you owe, the pride that keeps you small. Release it. Give it to the ceremony as an offering. The heavens accept such offerings and transmute them into light. The wedding in the heavens is a transfiguration, and you are part of its liturgy. Release and receive. Stay till the end. There will be moments of solitary joy where you will feel a praise rise from the center of you for no reason at all. These moments are not frivolous. They are the calendar entries of heaven. Mark them in gratitude. They are your compass. God says, rejoice. Angels say, celebrate the small mercies. This is your confirmation. Don't skip the dancing. If you are carrying shame, bring it to the altar. Shame thrives in secrecy. In the light of confession and truth, shame loses its power. Speak your story to a trusted listener or to the quiet ground at dawn, and let the telling be a sacrament. The marriage I herald loves the honest heart more than the perfected one. Your name was written beside this promise, and the ledger of mercy is open. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the confession. As days unfold, schedule times of retreat, not as escapes, but as returns to center. These will be the cave-in spring times when you are refilled. In retreat, strategies are clarified, wounds are soothed, and your spirit is reoriented to what matters. Make space for silence. It is in silence that the angels speak most clearly. Stay till the end. This is your confirmation. Finally, as the crescendo of this season rises, remember that you are not being prepared for the world's applause, but for the world's healing. The marriage that takes place in the heavens is a template for restoration on earth. It is a blueprint for communities rebuilt, families healed, and vocations restored. Walk as a bearer of that restoration. Let your life be a slow, steady answer to prayer. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Something huge is waiting for you. If this continuation settles in your bones, if a new courage stirs in your chest, then do what I have already told you. Share this message so another child can hear. Comment your truth so others may be encouraged. Subscribe and remain in the cadence of revelation. The angels mark these actions and celebrate them as part of the ceremony. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married, and your yes is part of the rejoicing. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The voice comes once more, like a bell that rings 3 times and settles. Don't skip this sound. Lean closer. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and I will not hush the details that steady your feet. There is a rhythm to preparation, and you are being taught that rhythm now. Rise early when the world is still soft and speak a short prayer of readiness. Say these words, I am available. Speak them not as a demand, but as an invitation. The angels collect such invitations like precious coins. Your name was written beside this promise, and the small prayers you offer are the currency of arrival. Don't skip your morning yes. There is a garment being tailored for you in places you cannot see. The stitches are being placed with a surgeon's patience, and sometimes the needle will prick. That prick is not a punishment. It is an honest shaping. When your plans fray, mend them with humility. When your hopes knit unexpectedly, wear them with quiet gratitude. The marriage I herald will clothe you in dignity that does not shout but makes a home of your posture. Walk as if someone has already given you a robe. Stay till the end. This is your confirmation. You will be given names in this season, names that name your purpose plainly. They may be spoken by mentors, by children, by strangers who observe your fruit before you claim it. Receive these names. When someone calls you brave, healer, wise, or beloved, do not push the title away out of modesty. Each name is a key, and every key opens a lock that leads to service and sanctified work. God says, accept the name I gave you before you were born. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip this naming. There will be a practical turning. Habits that once soothed you will be exchanged for practices that sustain you. Sleep earlier, drink water as if it were sacrament, move your body in gratitude, and let quiet be your first response to stress. Small rituals form a holy architecture for larger miracles. When you care for the small things, the great things find purchase in your life. Angels watch how you steward these tiny acts. They bring your small faith into the large room. Stay till the end. Don't skip the small rites. Community will matter more than you anticipated. The wedding in the heavens mobilizes a human chorus to help you carry the blessing into habitation. Seek the people who speak truth with kindness and who will help you steward the things you are given. These allies are not accidental. They are appointed. Invite them into your life with clear expectations and generous affection. When you share your successes, include them. When you receive, make space to return favor. The marriage we celebrate includes a table of many guests. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. There will be moments that require fierce forgiveness, not because you forget the hurt, but because you choose the health of your future over the comfort of blame. Forgiveness is a key that opens not just a door to reconciliation, but a door to your own freedom. Offer it not to justify the wrong, but to reclaim your soul's territory. Let your forgiveness be honest and bounded, gentle and decisive. The angels applaud such courage. Don't skip this work. Stay till the end. You will be shown dreams that are older than your current understanding. Some of you will rediscover a calling from youth, a passion that sat dormant beneath practicalities and polite compromises. Others will find entirely new callings that feel like a language returning to your tongue. When the dream wakes, speak to it and make space for it to be practiced in small ways. Begin with one step, a course, a conversation, a day set aside. Action births legitimacy. Angels stand by the first brave acts of obedience. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip. Sometimes you will move through a valley where nothing visible changes, and yet the interior shifts profoundly. In those valleys, read old letters, play the songs that held you, and thank the parts of you that stayed. These quiet seasons are not delays, but incubations. They are the dark womb where the new self assembles. Be gentle with yourself. Do not measure by outward returns alone. Learn the art of inner accounting. Keep a ledger of small gains, courageous sentences said aloud, apologies made, prayers kept. These are the quiet receipts of progress. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be critics, even among those who once cheered you. Let the critics teach you discernment. Do not allow them to steal your dignity. Some critics are mirrors showing you what needs refinement. Others are static that distracts your ear. Learn to filter. Hold accountability close and gossip far. When criticism tempts you into defense, breathe and answer in stillness. The wedding in the heavens values patience over posture. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the filtering. You will be gifted with moments of sudden clarity that feel like doors opening inside your mind. These are not accidents. They are instructions. When clarity arrives, act quickly enough to honor it, but patiently enough to keep the work sustainable. Clarity without follow-through stagnates. Take the first practical step the clarity requires, however small. Pray for strategy as you act. Angels will organize resources around your chosen steps. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Do not forget laughter in this holy season. Joy is not frivolity. It is a theological statement. Laugh with abandon. Let your laughter mark the places where fear once lived. Invite lightness into business, into meetings, into relationships. Humor will be a sacrament that heals tense gatherings and renews weary hearts. When you laugh, the angels lean in and the heavens smile. Don't skip the laughter. Stay till the end. There will be seasons of solitude that feel like pruning, and seasons of public celebration that feel like harvest. Embrace both. Do not idolize visibility nor romanticize isolation. Each has its purpose. Use solitude to read the maps of your heart and use celebration to plant signs that others may follow. The marriage enfolds both private fidelity and public testimony. Walk in both realms with integrity. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip either step. In the final days before a shift, you will feel a pressure like the world holding its breath. Use that pressure to knead your resolve, not to erode it. Prepare practical lists, whom to call, what documents to gather, which conversations to start. Practical readiness honors spiritual readiness. Pray and plan together. The angels respect hands that work with their prayers. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now hear this final commissioning. Take what you have received and turn it into service. The marriage in the heavens produces fruit meant to be shared. Use your gifts to heal, to feed, to teach, to listen. Let your life be a conduit through which blessing flows to others. When you do, you plug into a supply line that never fails. The more you give in genuine love, the more you find new channels of provision. God says, be a blessing. Angels say, multiply mercy. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip this calling. Stand now, beloved, and place your hand on the small altar you carry in your chest. Speak your vow to yourself. I will show up. Say it loud enough for the angels to hear, and soft enough for your doubts not to drown it. The ceremony that unfolds in the heavens includes your vow. When you vow and then act, the universe moves to support you. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this voice begins to fade into the quiet from which it came, keep this final burning instruction. Live with an open palm. An open palm receives and gives. It is the posture of a heart that knows how to steward the gift. If you hold too tightly, gifts will become burdens. If you clutch too loosely, blessings will slip through. Hold with intention. Hold with gratitude. Hold with boundary generosity. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the practice. If this continuation has settled like oil in your bones, do what the ceremony asks of you now. Share this message so another thirsty soul may drink. Comment your truth and let your story light a way. Subscribe for more divine revelations and keep this channel of blessing open. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married, and your yes is a note in the song that will sound across both heaven and earth. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Share this message. Comment your truth. Subscribe for more divine revelations. Hear me once more and do not turn away. This is not filler, but a deepening. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There is a particular hush that falls right before a bell is struck. A hush that holds entire symphonies. And you are standing within that hush now. Feel the weight and the potential of it. Your breath is the metronome. Your small, steady yes is the signal the cosmos is waiting to hear. Something huge is waiting for you, and the quiet you keep will become the stage for a sound that changes everything. There is a language of touch in the heavens. Not hands that push, but hands that steady. Hands that place a palm over a brow and say, be healed. Expect a touch that does more than soothe. It reconstitutes possibility. When you encounter this touch, do not flinch as if it were foreign. Receive it as if it were the most natural thing in the world, because it is the most natural thing to which you were made. Your name was written beside this promise, and that touching is a signature. Don't skip the receiving. Stay till the end. You will notice a narrowing of choices as if the universe is pruning a path for you. Options that once multiplied like weeds will be trimmed to reveal a single lane glowing with invitation. Follow that lane with discernment. It will not always be easy. Sometimes the right path requires courage you have not yet claimed. Walk it anyway. Angels will hold a torch at your back so you don't lose sight of where you came from and so you do not forget why you started. The countdown has already begun. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reconciliation forming, not merely between people, but between what you thought you deserved and what you were always meant to receive. The gap between your desire and your reality is closing like day yielding to dawn. Do not be afraid to claim what is owed to your spirit. Claim it with dignity, not with demand. Ask for what you need as if you are asking for rain for your orchard, because that is what you request. Nourishment, not spectacle. God says, ask. Angels say provision comes. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the claiming. You will be surprised by the tenderness that accompanies power. The heavens have no interest in brute strength. Power that endures is tender and disciplined. You will feel this tenderness in decisions made with kindness, in boundaries enforced with compassion, in leadership that listens before it directs. Let tenderness be your criterion for truth. When power insists without care, step back. The marriage celebrated in the Heights models power that nurtures, not power that consumes. Stay till the end. Don't skip the tenderness. There will come a day when someone offers you a mirror and you will see, not your flaws magnified, but your soul as a landscape finally cleared of fog. Stand before that mirror with unashamed curiosity. The reflection will show not only what needs healing, but also what is already whole. Take inventory honestly and then move. The angels will help you pack the pieces you want to carry forward. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the inventory. You must practice a holy economy. Spend your time where it yields life. Invest your love in soils that produce growth and reserve your indignation for battles with true consequence. Do not squander holy currency on trivial wars. The wedding in the heavens teaches stewardship like a master teaches a student, with firmness, with patience, and with a view to legacy. What you steward now will become part of the dowry you are given to bless others. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be a messenger who appears by way of a coincidence you cannot deny. When that messenger arrives, listen with both ears and act with both feet. Messages sometimes travel as mundane things, an email, a dropped comment, a short conversation at the market, and yet they carry the weight of revelation. Do not dismiss the small courier. Open it, respond, take the one practical step it asks of you. Angels work in small exchanges that compound. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the small courier. You will be tempted to protect the miracle by hiding it. Beware this instinct. Miracles are not meant to be antiques locked away. They are rivers meant to irrigate many fields. Share your testimony with humility and joy. When you do, you widen the channel. When you hold your blessing selfishly, it can stagnate. When you release it generously, it multiplies. The ceremony in the heavens celebrates abundance, not scarcity. Share, stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be a night when you think the promise is late. That night is a test of trust. Light a candle, whisper a name, and remember that lateness is only a measure from one human perspective. Providence keeps a different clock. In that night, read the small proofs you have gathered. Remember the people who showed up unexpectedly, and speak aloud the phrase you were taught earlier. I am ready. This phrase will be an anchor when the winds blow. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the anchor. The climax approaches not as an abrupt storm, but as the slow knitting together of 1,000 small faithful acts. Every meal you cooked with intention, every apology you made, every early morning prayer, every courage-driven step, they aggregate like grains forming a mosaic. When the mosaic completes, you will recognize your life as art. You will stand before it and perhaps weep because the shape of it is more beautiful than your fear ever allowed you to imagine. This is the blush moment, the reveal that makes your heart quicken. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When the revelation breaks, move with humility. Let gratitude be your first language. Thank those who helped, those who stayed, and even those whose leaving made space for what arrived. The ceremony has many hands, and each deserves a nod. Bless them with spoken recognition. This is not vanity. It is truth-telling that roots the blessing in community. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the gratitude. Finally, as this voice rounds the corner toward rest, take one last charge. Allow your life to become a lighthouse. Lighthouses do not demand attention. They simply stand and shine. When ships see the light, they navigate safely. Let your renewed life be such a light, steady, unwavering, and visible in storm. Shine not for accolades, but for rescue. The marriage in the heavens gives you the capacity to be that beacon. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Don't skip the shining. Something huge is waiting for you. If this continuation has stirred you, move now in obedience, speak your readiness. Do one small practical thing toward the dream you carry, and then tell someone who will cheer you on. Share this message so another weary heart can find rest. Comment your truth and let the chorus grow. Subscribe and remain anchored to revelation. I will say again what you have heard 1,000 times in this hour. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun, and the heavens are rehearsing your joy. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Share this message, comment your truth, subscribe for more divine revelations, lean closer. Do not let the ordinary bustle steal this thin seam of heaven from you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There is one more layer, a final tender instruction that will steady your next steps. Hear me. Protect the sacredness of your inner voice. In the crush of opinions and the clamor for attention, your soul will whisper the precise cadence you need to follow. When that whisper aligns with truth, it will feel like a bell near your ribcage. Answer it. Do not outsource your compass to noisy crowds. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. You will feel a protective shadow settle around some parts of your life and a loosening in others. Shelter what is holy, release what is hollow. This is not moralizing, it is navigation. The heavens will not ask you to carry what is not yours. Some roles will be reassigned. Some obligations will find hands more suited to them. Breathe as the reassignments happen. Each release is not a loss, but a clearing for the blessing that advances. Don't skip this clearing. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be dreams that arrive as small seedlings that push through the soil of your everyday. Do not trample them with doubt. Tend them, speak to them gently. Name them like children and invite them into your calendar. Dreams that are met with practical care begin to grow in visible ways. Plant one small action today for the dream you keep folding into your pockets. Write a paragraph, make a call, sign up for a class. Angels notice these humble acts and carry your intention forward. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the planting. You will receive protection that is both soft and fierce. It may show as a clear no when you expected a yes, as a timely delay that kept you from harm, or as a presence that envelops you at a hard moment and makes the load breathable. Recognize protection as a gift, not punishment. Give thanks for the delays and the closed doors as much as for the open ones. The wedding in the heavens is a cloth that covers the vulnerable places until they are ready to be revealed. Stay till the end. Don't skip the gratitude. Listen for the small rearrangements in language. Words you once used casually will be sanctified as vows. Offhand promises will become covenantal. Speak carefully, for speech is a scaffolding. When you say I will, mean it. When you say I need, say it plainly. When you say I'm sorry, let the apology be full. Language will be part of the instrument that constructs your new days. The angels attend to the words that form your future. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip your words. You will be offered opportunities to steward. Stewardship is a test of readiness. When you are given small things to manage, a budget, a team, a relationship, handle them with integrity. How you do the small work is a message to the heavens about how you'll receive the large. The marriage we herald respects faithfulness in the small and rewards it with greater responsibility that heals rather than exploits. Be faithful where you are. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Expect a sanctuary, a physical place, a time slot, a corner of your day that becomes holy ground. Protect it fiercely. Call it your table, your room, your bench, your song. In that sanctuary, you will repair, dream, and plan. You will invite a few trusted souls into that space, and together, you will rehearse the language of blessing. The angels will come close to that sanctuary and keep watch. Keep your schedule as a sacred thing. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the sanctuary. There are stories in your lineage that will need rewriting. An ancestor's shame need not define your dignity. A family pattern of fear may bend now under prayer and brave conversation. Speak differently to the next generation. Tell the children something truer than the old story. Plant seeds of courage in the ears of those who will inherit your days. When lineage is redeemed, blessings multiply across time, and the marriage of heaven touches not just you, but generations to come. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Don't skip the rewriting. You will find that vulnerability is a kind of altar. When you stand before another and confess that you are afraid, that you need help, that you are not fixed, you create a sacred opening. People will show up not because they must, but because they are invited into honesty. Let vulnerability be your bridge. It will bring allies into your life with depth and loyalty. Angels lean towards such bridges. Your name was written beside this promise. Don't skip the bridge. There will also be tests of humility. Pride tries to wear the blessing like a crown and forget the hands that fed it. Remember from where help came and who stayed beside you in quieter hours. Return compliments with gratitude and repay favors with generous hearts. Serve without performing, bless without broadcasting. The marriage that is celebrated in the heights is tender toward humble hearts and resistant to ostentation. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Practical counsel, record the small confirmations. Keep a jar, a journal, a folder of evidence. When you forget the slow knitting, empty that jar and watch how many small miracles glitter at the bottom. This ledger will act as ballast in storms. When skepticism creeps in, consult the record. The angels file these confirmations and occasionally wink when you need courage to continue. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the record keeping. As the public unveiling nears, practice radical gratitude in private. Sing the songs that have no audience. Thank the quiet ones who tended your faith. Gratitude humbles and magnetizes at once. It draws down further blessing because a grateful heart is open by design. The ceremony in the heavens favors those who have learned to count blessings early and often. Stay till the end. Don't skip the gratitude. When the moment comes for you to step into your light, remember to lift others as you rise. Elevation is not a solitary achievement. It is a platform for widening the circle. Sponsor someone younger, teach what you have learned, practice listening with patience. The measure of your blessing will be how much it flows through you to others. The heavens are not stingy with favor for those who multiply mercy. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the multiplying. There will be a final hush before the blush moment, a pause like the holding of breath at the apex of a mountaintop leap. In that hush, do nothing frantic. Breathe, pray, and remember your readiness phrase. The angels count the pulse of your faith. They time the release. You will know it by the sudden softening in your chest, the opening of a door you thought bolted, the arrival of an ally bearing exactly what you need. Receive it with a still heart. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now, beloved, stand and make a small vow aloud. I will guard my inner voice. I will tend my dreams. I will give my blessing away. Say it slowly. Let the angels write it into the ledger. Let it settle in your bones. This is not a dramatic gesture, but a covenant of practice. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Do not skip. Stay till the end. If this voice has found its way into your marrow and warmed the corners of the life you thought ordinary, then obey one more simple instruction. Share this message so another soul can hear. Comment your truth and let your testaments encourage the weary. Subscribe for more divine revelations and remain tethered to this cadence of heaven's voice. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married, and your yes is a part of this chorus. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Share this message. Comment your truth. Subscribe for more divine revelations. Lean in again. There is one more current running beneath everything I have told you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There is a frequency being tuned to your soul, and when you catch it, even the ordinary will sound like providence. It will be a small humming at first, a telephone line of grace, and then it will grow into a wire that vibrates with purpose. Answer that vibration with a single word. Yes. Say it softly if you must, but say it. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. You will meet thresholds that ask less of you than you fear and more of you than you expect. Step at the edge of them anyway. Courage often looks like a quiet foot placing itself forward into a room that is only half lit. That small footstep changes the architecture of your life in ways no one else can anticipate. I am getting married, and in that joining is a summons to step. Do not bargain with fear. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a deep mercy toward your mistakes.
The heavens do not tally your errors to hold them as evidence against you.
They collect them like pages to be reprinted into a better story. When you fall, the angels do not stand aloof. They stitch you back into the pattern with hands that know how to mend without making the tears your label. Receive the mending. It will be both gentle and practical. A conversation, a chance, a correction that smells like mercy. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the repair. Listen for the sound of familiar things rearranging themselves to make room for the new. Houses move their furniture, schedules shift their teeth, people pivot their attention. and not always with fanfare. Watch for the tiny permissions that accumulate into liberation. A day off suddenly available, a phone call from someone you needed, a quiet word that confirms what you already felt. These are the small heralds. Collect them like coins in a pouch, and when doubt arrives, open the pouch and count. God says evidence matters. Angels say, keep the receipts. Stay till the end. You will be tempted to intellectualize the miracle, to reduce it to strategies and steps alone. Strategy has its place, but so does surrender. There is a holy tension between doing and yielding. Learn the rhythm. Act where your hands are asked to move and yield where your heart is asked to wait. This is not indecision, it is wisdom. I am getting married, and the rhythm of that ceremony teaches both faithful action and holy yielding. Don't skip this dance. Stay till the end. There will be a moment when a small, ridiculous thing will appear that feels like a sign. A color repeated in the sky, a phrase in a book, a dream that repeats. And you will have to decide whether to see it as coincidence or as invitation. Choose invitation. The heavens send breadcrumbs, and they are not random. Follow them with the curiosity of a child and the discipline of a pilgrim. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the breadcrumbs. You will be asked to steward influence when it comes. Influence is a responsibility that can either shelter the weak or feed the hungry. Let your influence be a canopy, not a throne. Protect those who cannot speak for themselves. Amplify the voices of the overlooked. Steward resources with a tender firmness. The marriage in the heavens trains you to hold power like a lantern, not a cudgel. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. When you doubt the scale of what is possible, remember the mustard seed. Small beginnings that become shelters. The smallest acts of faith you plant today will grow into groves that house generations. Plant with humility and water with consistency. The angels will water too, but your tending matters. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the planting. There will be a revelation that heals an old wound, sometimes in a flash, sometimes in slow unwrapping. When the healing comes, do not rush past it in practical business. Stop and mark it. Give thanks. Speak the name of the wound aloud, and then speak the name of the healer aloud too. This naming is sacramental. It locks the blessing into your memory so it cannot be stolen by future doubt. God says, remember, angels say, memorialize the miracles. Stay till the end. You will meet moments of extraordinary clarity that ask for decisive yeses. At those times, do not bargain with fear about the future. Say yes to the thing that aligns with truth. Yeses are like doors. A single yes swings the whole corridor of your life into motion. I am getting married, and this wedding asks for your yes as part of the chorus. Do not withhold it. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be a season when gratitude becomes your primary language and not merely a practice. Speak it early in the morning, in the middle of hard meetings, at the close of the day. Gratitude will rewire your perception so that scarcity becomes perspective and abundance becomes practice. Let your words be soaked in thanks, and watch how the simple act of naming thanks opens new channels. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the gratitude. You will be invited into beauty, simple, persistent beauty. And when you accept it, beauty will accept you back. Beauty may arrive as a sunrise, a line of poetry, a stranger's kindness, or a piece of music that puts your soul back together. Make space for beauty daily. It will be the oxygen of your renewed life. Angels lean toward beauty as a moth leans toward light. Stay till the end. In the final arc of this season, keep three things close: courage that is habitual, humility that is practiced, and joy that is unhidden. These three will prove more valuable than any counsel you can accumulate. Courage will move you forward, humility will keep you teachable, and joy will keep you honest. Together, they will steward the blessing into not only your life, but into the lives you touch. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the triad. Now, beloved, bend your knee if you can, or fold your hands, or simply breathe so that the world hears the small shift you make inside. Say once more the vow, I will show up. Say it slowly. Let the angels write it into the ledger of the heavens. Let the ceremony that celebrates marriage in the heights feel the echo of your small but fierce yes. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you. If this passage has moved you, if your heart has thumped in recognition, obey the small instructions given again and again. Share this message so another thirsty soul may drink. Comment your truth and let the witness of your life encourage others. Subscribe and remain tethered to this cadence of revelation. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married, and your yes is a note in the song that will recompose the world. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Share this message. Comment your truth. Subscribe for more divine revelations. Come closer. Listen as if your life depends on a single syllable, for in truth it does. Don't skip. Stay till the end. There is an echo in the rafters of creation that answers the small, faithful sounds you make. A whisper, a prayer, a resolute yes. And that echo is moving now. It returns to you not empty but full, carrying back a pattern that fits the shape of your longing. God says, make your small yes and watch the heavens mirror it. Angels lean close and record your courage. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. This is your confirmation. You will find a rhythm to holy courage. 1 foot forward, 1 prayer, 1 rest. Do not confuse haste with holiness. There is a tempo to destiny that requires both movement and pause. Learn it by practicing small obediences. Answer a call you have delayed, send the message you have rehearsed, forgive where bitterness has lodged. These acts are stitches. Soon your life will wear a garment of purpose sewn from many small seams. Don't skip the stitches. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a tenderness that will surprise you. A gift that does not enter as a triumphal trumpet, but as a hand that steadies your shoulder. Receive that tenderness without suspicion. It is not weak. It is a form of strength that bends toward healing. When tenderness arrives, you will know because your defenses will lower, and you will find that courage moves easier. God says, let tenderness teach you how to lead. Angels say, let healing be your first strategy. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. You will be given clarity about whom to travel with and whom to leave by the roadside. Community matters. Not every companion is meant for every road. Some are pilgrims who arrive for a season, and some are kin for the long miles. Learn to read the signs. Mutual sacrifice, mutual truth-telling, mutual generosity. Those who stay will help you carry the burden of the blessing. Those who leave will have their own roads to walk. Do not grieve unnecessarily over departures. Trust the covenant that rearranges for your best. Don't skip the discernment. Stay till the end. There will be moments that feel like déjà vu, not as ghosts, but as reminders that you are being invited into what you were always meant to steward. When familiarity surfaces, do not assume complacency. Instead, interpret it as a signpost. A memory may return with a new instruction, a teacher to contact, a skill to refine, a seed to plant anew. Heed it. The heavens often recycle treasures to test whether you will use them differently second time around. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. This is your confirmation. You must make peace with timing. Some seasons will be flamboyant with visible change. Others will be quiet with invisible growth. Both are necessary. The marriage in the heavens choreographs both kinds of seasons with masterful care. Learn to be pleased by both the harvest and the hidden roots stretching deeper into soil. When impatience rises, breathe and remember the ledger of small proofs you keep. Angels witness your patience and celebrate it. Don't skip that celebration. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Expect a clarity of calling that rearranges how you use your gifts. The thing you did for survival may now be refined into vocation. The tender thing that comforted you may become the ministry that comforts others. This is sacred alchemy, turning survival into service, pain into purpose. When this reclassification occurs, honor it with integrity. Train where you need to be trained. Seek counsel where your humility meets pride. God says, vocationalize your wounds into wisdom. Angels say, steward your gifts well. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. There will be strange, ordinary signs, a borrowed phrase that suddenly becomes meaningful, a dream that insists on being revisited, a number that repeats, and you will be tempted to dismiss these as coincidence. I tell you now, notice. The breadcrumbs are real, and they lead you toward rooms you will one day steward. Keep a ledger. Keep a jar of confirmations. When the clouds of doubt roll in, open that jar and let the glint of small mercies flood your sight. Don't skip the noticing. Stay till the end. You will be asked to name boundaries clearly and lovingly. Boundaries are not walls. They are gates that protect the garden of your soul. Say no where a no is warranted, and yes where a yes is true. Let your no be soft and your yes be fierce. People will test these lines. Some will respect them and some will not. Those who do not are not your responsibility. Tend to the people who do. Angels applaud the wise guard. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the gates. There will be a season when the small lights you keep, habits of prayer, kindness, discipline, feel like they are doing nothing. Keep them steady. Light a candle each morning, speak your vow once more, give one small gift each week. These seemingly unglamorous acts compound into a culture of readiness. A life readied in small, faithful acts is the life in which miracles can safely land. God says, prepare with devotion. Angels say, be faithful in small things. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. You will meet a guardian of sorts, a person or principle that protects your progress. They may arrive as a mentor with no agenda for themselves, or as a principle of truth that refuses to be compromised. Honor them, learn from them, ask for correction and receive it with gratitude. Guardians are rare and they steward the large blessings that require steady hands. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. This is your confirmation. Sometimes the path will require you to pivot, to change course without abandoning the dream. Pivoting is not failure. It is strategic wisdom. When a pivot is called for, do not mourn the old route as a loss, but celebrate it as preparation that matured you into pivot-capable strength. Allow the angels to reorder resources as you shift. They are adept at redeploying treasure. Don't skip the pivot. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There will be a community of practice that forms around your calling. A small cluster of steady souls who rehearse the language of sanctified work with you. Join them. Learn to be both a teacher and a student in this community. Offer help without insisting on leadership, and accept help without shrinking. Communities of practice carry the weight of destiny more easily than solitary ambition. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Don't skip the circle. In the end, remember this. The most sacred thing you can do is to remain honest. Honesty invites trust. Trust opens doors. Doors lead to stages where mercy meets action. Live plainly, speak the truth that hums in your chest, forgive yourself for the times you failed, and then rise again. The marriage in the heavens honors those who return to integrity repeatedly. God says, be honest. Angels say, be steadfast. Your name was written beside this promise. The countdown has already begun. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now, beloved, speak one last time the vow you have rehearsed in secret. I will show up. Say it like a bell. Let the echo travel into the heights. Let the angels write it in the ledger. Let the marriage in the heavens hear it, and let the earth respond. Do one practical thing today toward this vow. A conversation, a step, a small obedience, and then tell someone who will celebrate. If this message has landed, share it so another thirsty soul may drink. Comment your truth and let your witness encourage the weary. Subscribe for more divine revelations and remain tethered to this cadence of heaven's voice. I, Archangel Michael, am getting married, and your yes is a note in the song that will compose a new day. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Share this message, comment your truth, subscribe for more divine revelations.